Hello indie game fans, here are new indie games that have never before been shown on this channel, beginning with Parking Garage Rally Circuit, an awesome looking throwback racing game that takes place in parking garages of all places, which has interesting verticality, having a unique enough concept to warrant some attention. Developer and now publisher Tuplet Productions hit the jackpot with Medieval Dynasty, an insanely popular first-person simulator title, and of course, they have decided to double down on it, making similar games and even funding other developers and publishing their games but with different themes such as Sengoku Dynasty, the upcoming Pirates Republic, which was previously just Pirates Dynasty, and also Vampire Dynasty, in which you play as said creature of the night, building a castle, managing your clan, and expanding your grip over the land, looking neat and has the potential to be huge.
You want excitement? We got it! The world's first Mega Brawl 16-player beat-em-up is here!
This video is brought to you by OutRage Fight Fest, a multiplayer party brawler game in which everything is a weapon, and the more rage you build up, the larger your character will get. It has a vibrant and colourful art style with a ton of variety in playable characters, special abilities, weapons, and even game modes. There's Battle Royale, Free for All, and even Domination, which involves capturing and holding capture zones, and with support for up to 16 players, looks like pure chaos. This has a demo as part of the Steam Next Festival, so please check it out, and if interested, wishlist the game and pick it up when it releases on July 16th.
Every game mode, capture the flag, steal bases, seize loot, or fight until you are the last man standing. Create your character and punch him back to the prehistoric era. Get ready to party hard with OutRage Fight Fest, the ultimate Mega Brawl. Be a badass. Play OutRage.
This one is for The Sims, since if the popularity of Slay the Princess is anything to go by, people do have a thing for dating sims with atypical ladies, with SAEKO Giantess Dating Sim being the next game of interest. The store description simply states you open your eyes to find a giant girl looking down at you, and that is how the game begins, with interesting choices to make as you play the role of supervisor to other little people and have to answer yes or no to her questions. But beware, since you are as insignificant as an ant to her and can be easily crushed. While this trailer is in Japanese, there is an English language version, so check out the demo to get a feel for the translation. I came across Waltz and Jam on Twitter and it got my attention since it looks awesome, but might hide a darker story given the context. Our hero is an innocent soul who awakens downtown and happens to have a dog companion waiting for them, having to collect stamps on a ticket that will determine if they go to uptown or undertown, so it sure looks like someone has died and went to purgatory and now has to adventure to get into heaven or hell. Pretty dark considering the look of the game. However, taken at face value, it looks like a whimsical Zelda-style action-adventure game with some puzzles having 7 distinct areas, each inspired by the 7 deadly sins, with enemies to battle and bosses to defeat. An interesting looking puzzle game is LOK Digital, the digital adaptation of, get this, a paper puzzle book that is a word search book, in which I'm not really sure what is going on in this trailer, but it does look like fun, so if you love puzzle games, give the demo a go. A neat-looking survival crafting title is Ruins to Fortress, a game that sure looks Terraria-inspired, but in the post-apocalypse, in which you are chopping trees, mining rocks and growing plants, while constructing your home base, which will eventually become a fortress. However, the interesting twist is that this is multiplayer and there are other players to contend with, so you need to defend your base, but apparently also allows you to nuke other players' bases, so I'm not sure how that will be balanced or how much griefing there will be in this game. But it sure looks neat, and it's nice to see something other than a direct Terraria clone.
Whichever planet you select, paradise won't come easy. You'll have to face some extreme conditions, treacherous landscapes or radioactive areas.
Speaking of survival crafting games, a sci-fi title is Eden Crafters, a game about terraforming an inhospitable planet into a habitable one as you automate resource gathering and turn the planet into a paradise. The core idea and concepts of this game just works, since this is literally the same thing as the Planet Crafter, but with a slightly more realistic looking art style, as well as the orange astronaut suits giving the game an interesting look, with this looking to be another good entry in the genre.
And behold, the once hostile world will be a new Eden. Not just for you, but for all of humanity.
Art styles make games, and one that definitely has my attention is Zero Protocol, a first-person thriller title with what appears to be survival horror inspiration, in which you are exploring the IAS Antarctic Research Complex to uncover its secrets, but of course there are monsters in the dark, looking to be largely of the humanoid variety and might be some form of zombie. There are key items to find and puzzles to solve, and the developers even talk about enemies that cannot be shot dead with your gun, with it citing Half-Life, System Shock and Zero Tolerance as inspiration, and looks fantastic. This game first got my attention due to the pixel art, and upon looking a little closer, Sapphira comes to us from the developer of Dungreed, a good roguelike platformer in the vein of Rogue Legacy, with this game being the more common action roguelite instead. Your village is at the top of a tower, but you need to descend and go down in order to prevent it from being destroyed. So it is pretty light in terms of story and motivation thus far, but that might also be because this is from a Korean developer, so things are lost in translation, but if you love the genre, this is one to try. I've been following the work of developer Color Grave for a little while now, since they are making awesome pixel art titles and do have a signature art style and look, with their earlier 2D Zelda style game Prodigal from 2020 being good, and they have turned their attention to Veritas, which is also in the same genre. You're exploring the castle of the God of Shadows to uncover its secrets, looking like it nails the action-adventure game, so definitely give this a go. Watch this video for more Zelda-style titles.